Hello and welcome to the Liverpool Community Podcast. I'm your host tonight and my name's Phil Beale, phil.beale.71 if anyone wants to know. And I'm here tonight with one of the bands that are appearing on the Big Condo Records Weekender, from where we're recording in just about 10 days or so, maybe a bit longer, weekend after next from where we are. So the guys I've got with me are 2 out of 4 of Dead and Buried. So welcome you guys.
Thank you.
I've got Patrick and I've got Ruben.
Hello.
So welcome to the Big Condo studio.
Thank you. Yeah,
For
thanks.
apparently your first podcast, did you say?
Yeah, first one.
Okay,
like this.
you look absolutely terrified, lads. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as standing in front of 120 people.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so that was your first gig.
Yeah.
So tell us again where that was.
So it was at the Tunda Centre in St Helens.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And is there a bar, restaurant, or music venue, or what is it?
I'm not sure if it's
It's like a charity
Yeah.
shop, but they have like a bar and stuff like that.
Cool, yeah. And there were 120 in the audience.
Yeah.
So were you on a roster with a few other bands, were you, that night? Or?
Yeah, it was a gig hosted by Cowley, Cowley College for their grade, and they just sent an email out for us to get involved.
That's great. So apparently a similar sort of thing happened with the Big Condo Records Weekender. So you say you're friends with the Sedition, did you?
Well, we know the Sedition, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So we already had them followed on Instagram, and we saw Big Condo Records on
and
their
you thought,
story.
blimey, if they can do that.
may as well give it a shot, yeah.
And there we are. So what night are you playing? Come on.
Sunday, yeah.
Sunday night, the 4th of June.
Yeah.
And the venue?
The Shipping Forecast.
The Shipping Forecast, which is a brilliant place to play.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. So, just for the audience's benefit, we're also staging events at the Casimir Stockroom over the 3 nights, same nights, 2nd to the 4th of June inclusive, and also at the Zanzibar, which I've never been to myself, actually. Have you ever been to Zanzibar?
No.
I've been by there, I've never been in.
It's supposed to be really good.
Looks nice.
I can vouch for the Casimir. That's another really compact venue inside a bigger venue, which is really cool. So, but what you guys will get artist wristbands.
Yeah.
So that then entitles you guys, all of your band, to visit any of the venues on any of the nights, all of them.
That's
So
cool. That's really
inclusive.
good.
So there you go. So you get a chance to have a look around as well. So sorry, I'm talking too much.
It's all good.
So let's start with you, Ruben. So you're the guitarist and you're the lead vocalist.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what's your background, mate?
Well, I only properly started singing a few months ago. But it was I only properly started a few months ago, but I've been playing guitar for a few years.
So you were singing in your bedroom, though, surely,
Yeah.
and in the shower.
Yeah. And
Okay.
that's about it.
That's
Not
all cool.
in front of people.
No,
Yeah.
that's cool. So, but how long have you been playing guitar for?
Well, to be honest, I've been playing for I'd say around 6 years.
Yeah.
And then when lockdown happened, it was kind of like I went into it. I got proper into it. Yeah, because it was just
Yeah.
I thought, why not?
Yeah.
Kill some time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got better then. But
That's cool. So you
before,
made a lot of-
before then, it wasn't much.
Well, that's the benefit,
Yeah.
isn't it? Obviously, there's always every cloud has a silver lining, isn't it? And we all had that chance, didn't we? And what about writing? Are you a writer?
Yeah, right, quite a bit.
Are you the writer, or
No, we've
We swap between each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to be fair, it's if anyone has an idea in the band, it's kind of we'll throw ideas around and stuff like that.
Yeah, one of our newest songs that we performed at the Tunda Centre, I got the riff for it and I gave it to him and I just said, put some lyrics over this and we can do
But are you both writing lyrics as well?
Yeah.
That's really good. It's interesting. Okay, Patrick, you are guitar and vocals too.
Yeah.
You are.
I am.
And you're obviously writing too. So who's the lead guitar, or did you both play lead? Or?
So in the first song that we ever performed together is called Dear Me, and he's the lead guitarist and I'm the rhythm guitarist and I'm the singer in it. And then in one of our other songs, he's the rhythm guitarist and I'm the lead guitarist.
Awesome. So and he sings it, or
He sings it, yeah.
yeah, because playing lead.
No,
singing.
I couldn't.
I had to go last year for the first time at this late age, trying to play bass in a band. I'd never played bass before, but I played rhythm most of my life, really, rhythm guitar most of my life. And then we started thinking about trying to play back up the vocalist, and I thought, well, I'm never going to be able to do that, but it's just a lot of practice at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Trial and error.
Yeah, it is, yeah. But it's a similar kind of problem because you're not really playing chords, obviously, are you?
Yeah, it's the coordination is tough.
Yeah.
So the missing members, shame on them. I believe we've got issues though. I know. So we've got Natalie who's on bass and backing vocals, and we've got Jack who's on drums and also plays guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even though you've only been together for between 8 and 10 weeks or something,
Yeah.
I don't know. To
Something
be
like
honest,
that.
I feel like it's like around maybe 12 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's-
Oh, wow. Well,
The extra 2 weeks.
let's
does
go
make
the
a
full
difference.
3 months. Shall we? All?
Yeah, come on, why not? Why not?
But you're already switching instruments during performances
Yeah.
and stuff. That's pretty impressive, guys. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. So you're both at college at the moment, further education, studying music and performance. You said, okay, where's that at?
Winstanley College in Wigan.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And your ambitions beyond that? What are you going to do?
I just want to be honest, I'd want to do film or music, but I'm leaning more towards
Oh, yeah.
the music. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Film or music, Chase?
All right.
Chase will tell you there's no competition. It's got to be film. I'll obviously say, you must be joking, Chase. It's got to be music. But that's the way we work together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So have you got any visuals online? Have you got any tracks online or anything like that?
Well, we've got stuff on our Instagram at
Okay.
Dead and Buried Band. But,
At Dead and Buried Band, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
spelt exactly how it sounds.
Exactly how it sounds. Yeah.
Dead and Buried Band. At Dead and Buried Band. We'll put that underneath, right? Okay, yeah. That's cool. So what have you got up there?
well, we've got have we got clips? We've got clips of.
We've got
Yeah.
the full performance of us at the Sons Centre with our original songs.
Oh, cool.
And we've got some covers just from in college when we've been playing together.
Oh, nice one. Yeah. So they were shot on. I guess they're probably shot on people's phones and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Well, we'll obviously get people to check that out. And so you're looking forward to going forward into uni probably at some point. Yeah, okay. What about you, Patrick? Is your thoughts?
Well, I really want to do music, but I've not looked into it too much yet because it seems quite a complicated thing to get into.
Right.
Because I've only just started taking the guitar and music quite seriously, so I've not had a background in theory and all that stuff. So I'm not sure if
Okay.
that's something that I need to get in or not.
So when did you start playing guitar?
I got a guitar before lockdown, and I started in lockdown, but I've only had a serious 2 years of guitar.
Okay.
hmm
And vocals?
Very recently.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of courage to get up there in front of it. It takes a lot of courage to get in front of 15 people and sing your heart out. But if you sing your own material, that makes a big difference, obviously.
Yeah.
But to do it in front of 120 people is amazing. Excuse me. To do it at Big Condo Weekender, the Big Condo Records Weekender is wow. So what happened when you found out you actually got on?
I got an email on my free lesson, and it said that we've been accepted, and I was quite excited. So Ruben's class wasn't too far away from me, so I went in and I showed it to him, and I was very excited. I didn't realise that the teacher had already gone into the class and was getting ready to start the lesson, so I'd interrupted, and the teacher wasn't very happy, and I got escorted out. I got taken out of the class. Yeah.
Well, that's one to remember, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's got to go in the band bio.
It was worth it. So
That's brilliant, yeah. So you're obviously looking forward to the night, yeah.
yeah, we can't wait.
Yeah.
That's cool. So what have you been, in your fairly short lifespan so far, obviously, but what were your mum and dad playing? What really turned you on the first time to music? Let me ask you that, really. first of all.
To be honest, me dad, he has a pretty wide range of music. He's the one who probably got me into it. It was more like stuff from Chili Peppers, Pearl Jam, Metallica. Metallica was the big one.
Okay.
Well, Chris Cornell as well. My first concert was Chris Cornell live.
Your Chris concert was.
Chris Cornell, yeah.
You're a lucky lad. You are a lucky lad. I called we twins. We called my first band Black Sun in honour of Chris Cornell, of course,
Yeah.
and that amazing track and so much more. So that's incredible. So you've got a wonderful grunge influence going on there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else that you like listening to, or
To be honest with you, I listen to all sorts.
yeah,
From I'll listen to, just literally everything.
yeah.
I'll listen to anything.
What about you, Patrick? What was your first kind of emotional kind of impact from music?
So my dad especially was into Foo Fighters and mainly Oasis. So that's what I heard growing up, and then once I've gotten into music recently, that's been a big thing. And then after that, I've gotten into Nirvana and the Arctic Monkeys and more stuff like that.
Yeah, fabulous. Yeah.
But the main thing that really got me into wanting to get up and play the guitar was a band called
A band called
Wallows.
Wallows.
They're not
okay.
very. Not many people will have heard of them, but
What sort of genre are they?
indie alternate rock kind of thing.
Yeah. Is that how you describe your own music?
I'd say
Probably,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're fairly firmly in the indie slot there, yeah. So like we just talked about, everybody that is appearing at this festival, if they've got something cooked and ready, and they're happy with, get a chance to get it on radio in New York, on Quantum Radio, shout out. So do you think you've got anything up to that standard that you'd like to put out there, do you think?
Yeah, we've got a bit.
We've got two originals, and we're looking to record them because we've got all of it, the structure sorted out.
Yeah.
But we've not. We just need to get together and find a place to do it.
Have you? Oh, okay, right. That's interesting. Okay, well, good luck with that. And
Thank you.
I know that Roy, the head of the record company, is going to be watching all these interviews, so he may have some input to that. I can't speak for him, obviously. But you get that cooked by the time of the weekender, and it will go out.
Awesome.
That'll be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got a couple of stock questions that I tend to ask my guests if I get the chance to. And first of all, Patrick, I'll ask you first. I always ask our guests, how would you define the power of music?
Philosophical.
You're not supposed to say shit. That's fine, I'm only joking.
Well, I'd say, especially in our case, it's kind of, especially me and Ruben. Our drummer, I was friends with him beforehand because we liked other things, but me and Ruben probably wouldn't be friends if we didn't listen to music and the same types of music, and we wouldn't be in here having opportunities to perform. And
that's lovely, yeah, that's fabulous. What about yourself, Ruben? How would you define it, mate? And you've got to be a bit more original. You can't just copy what he said, right?
Okay, cool.
Seriously though, I mean, how would you define it?
I don't know. It's just like an outlet for thoughts, and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
so
it is. And emotions, particularly, obviously. Yeah.
You know, people, you'd have something to say.
Yeah.
And get it out there. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not about making an impact, but you know.
Well,
without sounding corny.
Well, there's nothing corny about it. I mean, the reason cliches are called it is because they're all true. Yeah. A lot of people say it's about getting my inner emotions on the page, first of all, which can help you if you're in a particularly emotional state of one sort or another. It helps you express that, doesn't it? And would you agree with that? And a lot of people think, well, actually, I feel that way. Is that how you feel about the music you love? Oh my God, he's talking about things that I really feel.
Yeah.
It's about that, isn't it, as well? Yeah. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Probably how I feel about it. The other big question I ask, of course, is because I did already mention to you that I'm old enough to have seen one of the Beatles films, their first film, actually at the cinema when it came out, and it made a very big impact on me and the whole world, really. But coming into Liverpool from outside of Liverpool, I'm really interested to hear about how Liverpudlians or people from nearby or in the area, how they feel about the Beatles and what have they had any impact on you yet in any context?
So I've only really just gotten into music as I've listened to it growing up, but I've not really looked at the greats yet. And I know
that I should. Are you saving yourself for that? I did, you see, because I thought, wow, I am gonna cover that one day, but I'm just gonna hold back on that and save that for maybe a bit later.
I had the plan to just go through like big albums and big artists like once a week, and I just go back and listen to the songs that I've listened to 1,000 times instead.
But time will come, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm sure time will come. What about you, Ruben? Is it impacting your family at all? Did the songs ever get played or anything like that? Do you play any of their songs?
Yeah. Well, the family coming from Liverpool, you know, I've heard quite a lot of Beatles. growing up and just the band, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the more I've talked to more people, I mean, I'm lucky enough to meet more people. Almost everybody's got a story. Oh, my granddad, or seriously,
Yeah.
our dad met this. I mean, in my case, my partner's father, who's in his mid-80s now, bless him. Shout out to Frank. He was in a bar with Paul McCartney's dad, who he got to know just being in the same drinking hole, and just chatted every weekend or whatever. And his dad said, "It's Paul's 21st tonight. Do you wanna come round and have a beer or two?" He said, "Nah, I'm going out." Serious true story. I'm going out, lad. It's all right. Wow. And my jaw hit the floor when he told me that story. It was amazing, but it's a true story. There you go. So yeah, they had a great impact on my life. That's for sure, for the better. And I love their harmonies. Do you do anything like in harmony?
We've just started working on it because our bass player Natalie is very, very good at that. We found out, so we're trying to implement that into our originals, especially.
Yeah, I can do that, and I think it's probably because I was listening to their music from the age of 5, as I mentioned already, at least once, 5 onwards, and it kind of goes in. And then when you hear somebody singing, you actually automatically almost think, "Oh, I can do that to that." And it's just weird how it happens, but I do love that sound, and you're obviously finding the same thing for your music,
Yeah.
We were talking about like dynamics today and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just talking about like just the Pixies as well.
Of course.
Yeah, like
which
just
is
bands like that.
Of course, you taught Kurt everything he knew.
Yeah,
I think.
exactly.
So that's fascinating stuff. So light and shade, dynamics, all important stuff. Yeah. Okay. What about the writing process? What comes first for you normally?
Honestly, it's like kind of freeform. Like I kind of just I'll try and make it up on the go, and then.
What usually comes first? Music, the chords, or the words?
It's a bit of a. I don't know. I alternate. Between
You're
it.
weird, you.
I haven't got like a specific way of doing it. You know what I mean? It's just
No, I'm only joking. Everybody's got their own way. What about you, Patrick?
From so far, it's been I've got the music, and then I've added the lyrics to it. Yeah. I know before I've written any music, I've got the topic in my head, but I can't get the words out without the music behind it.
So you kind of got a story idea, kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, where does all this come from, guys? You tell me. I want to know what you think. Where is it come from? Why do you do it? And kind of, I guess probably about 90% of the population have no idea how it happens. I mean, or don't do it, or where do we get this from?
Like the writing process, sort of.
Where's it from?
Honestly, like
it's a deep,
I don't know.
It's a deep subject, isn't it? It's a deep question. Why does it happen to you and not to a lot of other people?
It's weird. It just kind of. I don't think it's something you can be taught. It just kind of gets in there by itself.
Yeah. Well, my mum's like, she's not a writer, but she likes to write a lot. So it's.
That's interesting. So she likes writing.
Yeah.
Like probably prose rather than music or lyrics or what?
Poems and stuff like that.
She does poems, does she? Yeah.
All sorts.
Yeah.
So it's kind of.
Yeah.
She always says, you get it from me," but I don't know. Probably about that. So, Maybe.
Well, she's going to claim that. keep it up, no problem. We always take the credit. It's all mums and dads. I'm joking. I wouldn't ever do it. No, but that's really cool. I read a great book called Isle of Noise, which is that those 3 words are a line in The Tempest by Shakespeare. By a guy called Daniel Rachel, and it's a collection of interviews, really in-depth interviews with songwriters of right from back in the day, right up to whenever he wrote the book. Probably in the noughties, it probably came out maybe a bit later than that. And they've all got a different theory on where it comes from.
Yeah.
And a lot of them say, I just think my antenna are a bit more attuned to it somehow, because I think they're all out there. A lot of them say, look, they're all out there. You just got to catch them. Others say, don't ever throw anything away. Keep everything. That's not gone in. That hasn't gone down very well, it looks to me. Keep everything, because it will find a place.
Yeah, that does make sense.
I think that's great advice. That.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of like unfinished stuff.
Well, just keep it, and also a lot of them say you've got to get through the shit ones to get to the good ones.
Yeah.
I that might not be true for everybody, but if Ray Davies of the Kinks says it, then I'm okay. Well, he's a pretty good writer. Not but not it might not be true for all of us, but for sure, don't ever throw anything away. There will always be a place for it. Mick once brought in a complete music suite. Almost, it was like a complete piece of music. I could tell straight away where the choruses were. Went straight in my head, but I could tell where the verses were, where he was going to solo. There was a bridge in it, and it was like in complete form, And he'd done everything. He'd done the backing track, he'd done the bass on a rudimentary way. He'd put all the drum track down, and I thought, what am I going to do for this? I got the emotion. I looked through my book of writings that I'd had for years, and about a year before I'd written a poem about a particular incident. I won't say what it was, but it fitted that music, literally note for note, syllable by syllable, and it just all fitted, and the whole thing was there in about half an hour. It was ridiculous. But those sort of coincidences I've found, and I'm sure you'll probably find the same, they happen when you're in the right place in your life, not geographically, doing what you're supposed to be doing and what you were brought here to do. Have you had any experience of that yet at all?
To be fair, I'd say a bit, yeah, because you you made that riff, didn't you? And then I was just on the mic and just started spouting stuff out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, that's true.
One of our lyrics just came out of nowhere.
He said something. It was like, that's just so weird. But then when we listen to it now, it's so perfect.
Isn't that amazing? That's a crazy thing, isn't it? But an absolute joy. That's the joy of it, isn't it? For me, anyway. Listen, guys, it's been great talking to you. Give us your social media again. Just tell us how to find you online.
So it's on Instagram, it's at Dead and Buried Band. On YouTube, it's also at Dead and Buried Band, and on TikTok, it's Dead and Buried Official.
That's awesome. Well played, mate. That's really good.
Yeah.
And they've got recordings from what was it called again? The Tunza Centre. Yeah. So the whole of the gig that you played there, and that was about how long did you play there?
It was about 15 minutes.
That's cool. So about 3 or 4 songs or something?
It was 3, yeah.
Yeah. So you got a bit longer this time.
Yeah.
So you're ready for that, yeah?
Yeah.
That's all good.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you all the luck.
Thank you.
Really do. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it, and we're all going to enjoy it. It's going to be a great weekend. So for Dead and Buried, we've got them on the Sunday night, the 4th, playing at the Shipping Forecast, right next door to the Jacaranda in the city, on Slater Street or Seal Street. I never know which one it is, but right in the corner
Slater.
there. Slater Street, brilliant. Tickets are £8 for each of the venues, and you can get those either by contacting the band, who have already sold a few, good lads, or from the Skiddle website. It's on the Skiddle website. It's £8. Sunday the 4th of June, Dead and Buried at the Shipping Forecast in Liverpool. Awesome, looking forward to that. So for now, lads, I'm going to say time's up. It's been great fun.
Yeah.
Have you enjoyed your first podcast?
It's been great.
It's been good.
I feel like I'm in interrogation with going first.
No, I quite like that.
Well,
No, don't be like that. Don't be like that.
You did say
I mean, just like...
I won't be editing that out, trust me. I'm joking. So you quite like being on the spot, is what you're saying, yeah?
No, but like just a...
Oh, let's just forget it.
You know what I mean?
Well done, guys. Seriously.
Thank
well
you.
done.
Thanks for having us.
This has been a great pleasure. This is me, Phil Beale, from the Big Condo Studios in Liverpool, talking about the Big Condo Records Weekender, 2nd to the 4th of June, on the Liverpool Community Podcast. If you like what you're hearing, please hit the bell, subscribe, send us a nice message, or tell us we're rubbish. Just send us a message, and we'd love to hear from you. And for now, that's us, over and out.